Can you understand what is going on in someone's mind without hearing a single word? Have you ever felt that someone is saying one thing, but their body language is saying something completely different? The truth is, people can lie, but their body never lies. If you learn this skill, you can literally read anyone. Every day we meet people, talk to them, trust them. But do we truly understand them? In reality, 60 to 70% of communication is not words. It is body language. The way you sit, the movement of your eyes, the position of your hands. All of this silently reveals your emotions. This means what people say is not as important as how they say it. In this audiobook, you will learn how to understand body language, how to understand people, and the psychology of mind reading. Chapter 1. The power of observation. Observation is a skill that can set you apart from everyone else. Most people only look, but they do not observe. And this is exactly the difference that separates you from the crowd. Think about it, you meet a friend. They smile and say, "I'm fine." But their voice is low, their eyes are looking down, and their body is slightly closed. Now the question is, what is the truth? What they said or what their body is telling you? Remember, words can be controlled, but signals come out on their own. Observation means noticing the small patterns in people's behavior. Like, if someone's breathing becomes faster, if someone's hands keep moving repeatedly, or if someone suddenly starts avoiding eye contact. None of this is random. These are clues that reveal the feelings running inside a person. In real life, this skill will help you everywhere. In the office, you will be able to understand who is truly confident and who is just pretending. In relationships, you will be able to tell without a word whether someone is genuinely happy or just showing it. And most importantly, you will be able to protect yourself from manipulation. Psychology says our subconscious mind always tells the truth. Even if a person hides something with their words, their body language reveals their emotions. You just need to stop looking and start observing. Slowly, you will start seeing patterns. And one day, you will understand people not by listening to them, but by watching them. That is the power of observation. Chapter 2. Understanding Body Language Basics. Body language is not magic. It is a simple system, a game of patterns. When you understand these patterns, understanding people becomes easy. Our body is sending signals every single moment, whether we speak or not. Example 1, crossed arms. When a person crosses their arms, it is often a sign that they are defensive or feeling uncomfortable. Like if you are standing in a new group and someone has their arms folded, they are physically present but mentally not open. Example 2, leaning forward. When someone leans toward you while talking, it is a clear signal of interest. They are engaged with what you are saying. They genuinely want to listen. But if that same person leans back, it may mean disinterest or distance. Example 3, feet direction. This is a very powerful but often ignored signal. In any conversation, observe which direction the other person's feet are pointing. If their feet are pointing toward you, their attention is with you. But if their feet are pointing elsewhere, understand that their mind has already gone somewhere else. Now here is an important point. Never judge body language from a single signal. Always look at clusters of signals. For example, arms crossed plus avoiding eye contact plus body turned away. This is a strong signal of discomfort. But just arms crossed alone can sometimes simply be a comfortable resting position. So context is very important. Psychology says our body always moves between two things, comfort and discomfort. When we are comfortable, our body is open and relaxed. When we are uncomfortable, the body closes and becomes tense. So next time you are talking to someone, don't just listen to their words. Read their signals. Because real communication is not hidden in words. It is hidden in the body. Chapter 3. Decoding Facial Expressions. The face is the most honest part of our body. You can control your words. You can change your voice. But fully hiding your face is very difficult. Because facial expressions are directly connected to our emotions. And the most interesting thing is, These expressions appear in milliseconds. They are called micro-expressions, so fast that people often don't even notice them. But if you learn to observe, these very micro-expressions show you the truth. Example, smile. Not every smile is happiness. In a fake smile, only the lips move. But in a real smile, the eyes are also involved. Slight lines form around the eyes and the expression looks natural. Now think. Someone is smiling at you, but their eyes are blank. Are they truly happy? Perhaps not. Example, raised eyebrows. Suddenly raised eyebrows are a signal of surprise. But if this expression comes a little late, it can also be fake. Example, tightened lips. When someone presses their lips together, it is often a sign of anger, frustration, or control. They want to say something, but they are holding themselves back. In real life, you can see this everywhere. In office meetings, in interviews, in relationships, people are saying one thing, but their face is telling something else. According to psychology, our face is a direct mirror of the subconscious mind. When an emotion is strong, it comes onto the face, even if the person tries to hide it. This is why it is said that controlling the face is the hardest thing. And that is exactly why the face often tells the truth. You just need to know how to read it. Chapter 4. Eyes never lie. Eyes are not just for seeing. They are the window to a person's mind. Because eyes are directly connected to our brain. And this is why they often reveal the truth that words try to hide. Example 1. Avoiding eye contact. When a person repeatedly looks away while talking to you, it can be a sign of nervousness or guilt. Like a student talking to a teacher and constantly looking down. Perhaps they are uncomfortable or hiding something. But keep in mind, some people are naturally shy. So understanding context is essential. Example 2. Rapid blinking. If someone suddenly starts blinking very fast, it can be a sign of stress or pressure. Like during an interview or when a tough question is asked, the eyes blink more because the mind is handling pressure. Example 3. Looking up or down. When someone looks upward, they are often imagining something. When they look downward, they are connecting with their emotions. These patterns reveal how a person is thinking. But here is a very important point. No signal alone decides anything. You always have to look at the context. The same behavior can mean different things in different situations. So don't rush to conclusions. Observe, compare, and then understand. Because eyes don't lie, but you need to know how to read them correctly. And when you learn this skill, you start reading not just words, but people's emotions too. Chapter 5. What hand gestures mean. Hands are not just for doing work. They show our energy and our intentions. When we speak, our hands start talking even before our words do. And if you observe carefully, hand movements can tell you a great deal. Example, open palms. When a person talks with their hands open, it is a signal of honesty and openness. Like someone explaining something to you with their palms facing outward, it means they are not hiding anything. They are transparent. Example, closed fists. When hands are clenched into fists, it can be a sign of tension, anger, or inner frustration. Like in a discussion, if someone clenches their fist, understand that something is being suppressed inside. Example, hidden hands. When someone hides their hands, like putting them in their pockets or placing them behind their back, it can be a sign of insecurity or discomfort, because our mind naturally wants to protect itself. Real-life example, interview situation. Imagine two candidates. The first candidate is talking with open hands. Gestures are natural. The second candidate is hiding their hands or not moving them at all. Now you tell me, who will seem more confident? Obviously the first, because gestures amplify confidence. Psychology says when we are comfortable, our gestures are open and free. When uncomfortable, we start closing ourselves. So observing hands is a very powerful skill. But here too the same rule applies. Don't trust a single signal. Look at the context and understand the combination of gestures. Because hands don't just move. They express your emotions without words. And when you learn to read them, you start reading not just words but people's emotions too. Chapter 6. Posture and Personality. Your posture is your personality's silent introduction. Whether you say something or not, the way you stand, the way you sit, tells the world how you are feeling inside. Example: straight posture. Standing upright, shoulders back, chin slightly up. This is a signal of confidence. Such a person trusts themselves, and people feel that same energy from them. Example: slouched posture. Hunched shoulders, face downward, slow body movement. This shows low energy or lack of confidence. Like when someone enters a room with a weak posture, people automatically perceive them as less confident. Example: leaning away. When someone pulls their body back while talking to you, it can mean disinterest or emotional distance. They are physically present but mentally not connected. Here is a deep insight. Our body always prioritizes two things: balance and safety. When we feel safe, the posture is open and stable. When we feel unsafe or uncomfortable, the body starts protecting itself. We slouch, we create distance, or we try to make ourselves smaller. In real life, interviews, meetings, social gatherings, posture creates your first impression everywhere. You may have noticed that some people capture the room's attention the moment they enter. Why? Because their posture is strong. They do nothing different. It is just that their presence is powerful. Psychology says your posture is not just the result of your emotions. It also influences them. Meaning, if you consciously maintain a straight posture, your mind also starts to feel confident. So next time you go somewhere, before your words, pay attention to your posture. Because people will listen to your words, but they will see you first. And your posture will have already said a great deal. Chapter 7. Hidden Signals in Conversations. A conversation is not just an exchange of words. It is a game of signals. And the biggest rule is, when words and body language don't match, the truth is always in the body. This is called incongruence, saying one thing but the body is saying something else. Example: someone looks at you and says, "I am so happy," but their smile is forced. There is no spark in the eyes. The face is slightly stiff. Is this genuine happiness? No, these are just words, not a real emotion. Example: someone is saying yes, but their body is moving backward. What does this show? Doubt, hesitation. They are agreeing, but they are not fully convinced. Now imagine you ask someone for advice. They verbally support you, but their posture is closed. Eye contact is weak. Are they truly with you? Perhaps not. These are the hidden signals that don't show on the surface, but reveal the truth. According to psychology, when a person lies or hides their real emotions, their mind and body cannot stay synchronized. Words come from the conscious mind, but the body comes from the subconscious. And this gap creates incongruence. In real life, you can notice this everywhere. In office meetings, in relationships, in conversations with friends. People say one thing, but their gestures, posture, and eyes are saying something else. But here is an important point. Not every mismatch is a lie. Sometimes confusion, nervousness, or pressure can also be the cause. So observe, see the patterns, and understand the context. Gradually, you will start to understand who is genuine and who is only using words. Because truth is not always loud. Sometimes it is hidden in silent signals. And when you read those signals, you start connecting with people's reality, not just their words. Chapter 8. Detecting Lies. Detecting lies is possible, but not with 100% certainty. No technique can make you a perfect lie detector, but certain signals give you clues. And if you observe carefully, you can understand that something is not right. The first clue: excessive blinking. When a person is stressed or feeling pressure, their eyes start blinking more than normal. Example: a difficult question was asked and the other person suddenly started blinking rapidly. It may mean they are uncomfortable. The second clue: touching the face, like repeatedly touching the nose, pressing the lips, or placing a hand on the cheek. These gestures are often signs of inner tension. Example: Someone keeps touching their face while giving an answer. Possible discomfort. The third clue, inconsistent gestures. When words and gestures don't match. Like saying, I am confident while the body is closed. This mismatch can be a sign of hiding something. The fourth clue, voice change. When lying, the voice pitch may change, or the speed of speaking may suddenly become slower or faster, because the mind is putting in extra effort. But here is the most important point. These signals are not proof. They are only indicators. Meaning if someone is blinking more or touching their face, it does not mean they are lying. They may be nervous or under pressure. So never form a judgment from a single signal. Always combine multiple signals. Understand the context, and compare against baseline behavior. Psychology says understanding behavior is more important than catching a lie, because every person is different and every situation is too. So the smart observer is not the one who jumps to conclusions quickly, but the one who patiently reads the signals. And slowly the truth comes forward on its own, without any confrontation. Theory is easy to understand, but the real skill comes when you apply it in real life. Because body language is not just in books. It shows up in your life every single day. Example, office. Your boss says, good job, but there is no excitement in their eyes. The face is neutral. The tone is flat. What does this mean? This is not genuine appreciation. It is a formal response. They are praising in words, but the emotions are not strong. Example, relationship. You ask your partner, is everything okay? They say, I'm fine, but their body language is silent. Distance has been created. Eye contact is being avoided. What does this show? Emotional disconnect. They are saying fine but feeling something else. Example, friends. You are sitting with your friends. Everyone is laughing, but one friend is laughing too, yet their body is closed. Arms folded. Posture stiff. Energy low. This means something is going on inside. They are physically present but mentally somewhere else. This is real-life observation, where you need to understand people not by their words but by their signals. But here is an important reminder. Don't form quick judgments. Don't build an entire story from one moment. See the patterns. See the consistency. Understand the situation. Gradually you will notice that people reveal more in what they hide than in what they say. And when you understand this, relationships become deeper, decisions become better, and you start truly understanding people. According to psychologist Carl Jung, our conscious mind is only the surface. The real control belongs to the subconscious. Body language is the direct output of the subconscious, meaning you are not reading someone's words. You are reading their subconscious. When you learn to read people, you protect yourself from manipulation. You make better decisions. You understand relationships. You don't just listen, you truly understand. And this skill is what sets you apart from average. Subscribe to One Book.